of chocolate eating, I think Mark has lost a market because most of these chocolates were being brought by Uncle Mark. I think that the grandchildren will have to find another source, and perhaps Uncle Mark will be supplying them. I also thank you that you made my friends your best friends. In fact, some of my best friends now are more close to you than they were to me. I have Auntie Peg here, and Susan Owino here, and the late Pamela Ngure. They somehow got going as friends so closely, and Pamela used to come and visit him even when I'm not there. May Pamela's soul rest in peace. I also want to say that you're gone, but you taught us a lot. We see you in everything in the house, in the compound, and I hope that we will keep your legacy going. We've done these celebrations for you in the way we thought best. I hope that in the process it has not surprised anybody or offended anybody, but we were doing it for the person that we know. Some of you may not know him that well, but we knew him and we knew what he loved. So in case we have done this contrary to what others expected, please accept it as it is. We just pray that Daddy appreciates what we have done wherever he is. But I want still to thank you, mourners, for being here to celebrate with us. Turning back to you as I say goodbye, my dearest Joel. People had so many names for you, and each of them with its own significance. I just wonder the name that the angels in heaven have received you with. But I want to remind the angels that all these names are precious and describes a great man. Your parents named you Mudune. You were baptized Joel in this church, but over the years you acquired other names. Others called you Anyango, others calls you Pungo, others calls you Ogwech, as you are popular known by your peers. Others calls you Kanyar High. The other day I was told he's called Kanyar High because her mother came of Kalanyo, and Kalanyo people were more advanced, so they were high. So that's the original name. Wood Mikal Okeugi Owoda. Owoda was known legendary to be that was his uncle from Kalanyo, to be a very, very fierce man. A no-nonsense man, but maybe that's part of his nature. Now I hear Tim says that Pungo, they corrupted it to mean Panjo. So for your nephews who loved you so dearly and you love them, it's known as Panjo. You are in professional line, everybody knows you as engineer, and you have lived up to that name. One time we were having a rambe here for the school, and somebody kept on referring to me as Mrs. Engineer, and I was wondering whom he was calling. So for others, engineer, that is now another name that you are carrying on to heaven. and I think God blessed you, and you had a good education, and you used that to have impact on others. We thank God, and we thank you. And the younger generation, and I want to recognize the younger generation here because it's a lesson to learn. The younger generation simply referred to him as Uncle Joel. Simply as Uncle Joel, and our house is always full with the friends of my daughters, friends of my son, and they become like part of our family. They've had quality time with the engineer. And when it came to the time of this loss, they all swarmed in the home, took up responsibilities. And this committee actually was run by young people with a few advisors like Daktari and Engineer Tonglo. Very few.